With the support of leaders in this room, and they're great leaders, you are, we are currently exploring normalizing relations with Syria's new government, as you know, beginning with my meeting with President Ahmed al-Shara and Secretary Rubio's meeting with the Syrian foreign minister in Turkey after discussing the situation with Crown Prince Mohammed and President Erdogan of Turkey. I am also ordering the cessation of sanctions against Syria to give them a fresh start. It gives them a chance for greatness. The sanctions were really crippling, very powerful. And I spoke to Mohammed, and I spoke to our friend from Turkey, who we just spoke to also by phone now, but felt very strongly that this would give them a chance. It's not going to be easy anyway, so it gives them a good, strong chance. And it was my honor to do so. So we will be dropping all of the sanctions on Syria, which I think really is going to be a good thing. And we made a speech last night, and that was the thing that got the biggest applause from the room. We had a very crowded room with thousands of people, and the statement that got the biggest applause was dropping the sanctions on Syria.
إن دول مجلس الشارك المتحدة الأمريكية إيمانها بهم. ود نشيد بالقرار الذي اتخذه فخامة الرئيس دونالد ترامب بالأمس بإزالة العقوبات عن الجمهورية العربية السورية الشقيقة، مما سوف يرفع معاناة الشعب السوري الشقيق ويفتح صفحة جديدة نحو النمو والازدهار. العربية السورية ووحدة أراضيها وضرورة دعم الجهود التي تبذلها الحكومة. ونسعى معكم فخامة الرئيس وبالتعاون مع أشقائنا في دول مجلس التعاون الخليجي لوقف التصعيد في المنطقة وإنهاء الحرب في غزة وإيجاد حل دائم وشامل للقضية الفلسطينية وفقا لمبادرة السلام العربية والقرارات الدولية ذات الصلة لصالح النمو والرخاء لشعوبنا والتقدم. شكرا فخامة الرئيس، والآن أعطي الكلمة لفخامة الرئيس.
I want to make a deal with Iran. I want to do something if it's possible. But for that to happen, it must stop sponsoring terror, halt its bloody proxy wars, and permanently and verifiably cease its pursuit of nuclear weapons. They cannot have a nuclear weapon. I don't imagine there's anybody at this table or anybody in this room that would say they can. The sanctions that I just placed on Iran, and we also, in about 52 days, 52 nights. Likewise, in Lebanon, there's a new chance for a future free from the grip of Hezbollah terrorists. If the new president and prime minister can rebuild an effective Lebanese state, he's going to be your ambassador. He's going to do a great job. Go of it for a long time. At the end of my first term, but in the future, we'll continue that progress by adding more countries to the Abraham Accords. We have the 4, and I think they're going to be filling up very rapidly. Biden didn't do anything because he never did anything about anything. He had no capability, he had no ability, and it was a shame what he's done to so many countries, including our own country. They say 38 years. One said 37. It was an honor to spend a couple of days with you, and I'll see you again soon, and I'll see you a lot. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
President Donald Trump's recent 4-day visit to the Gulf states, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates, marks a significant shift in U.S. foreign policy, particularly concerning Syria and regional security dynamics. During his visit to Saudi Arabia, President Trump announced the removal of all U.S. sanctions on Syria. This decision follows the ousting of President Bashar al-Assad in December 2024 and aims to support Syria's post-war reconstruction and stabilization efforts. The sanctions had severely impacted Syria's economy and hindered its recovery. Trump emphasized that the Syrian people had endured enough hardships and that lifting the sanctions would provide the new government an opportunity to stabilize and maintain peace. President Trump met with Syria's interim president Ahmed al-Shara in Riyadh. Al-Shara, formerly a leader of the militant group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, has sought to moderate his image since leading the ousting of Bashar al-Assad. During their meeting, Trump praised al-Shara as a tough fighter and discussed potential cooperation, including counterterrorism efforts and the possibility of Syria joining the Abraham Accords to normalize relations with Israel. Trump's visit also focused on strengthening economic ties with Gulf nations. In Saudi Arabia, he participated in the Saudi U.S. Investment Forum, where major deals were announced, including a $600 billion Saudi investment in the U.S. and $142 billion in U.S. arms sales. Discussions also covered advancements in artificial intelligence and space technology, with companies like Nvidia and AMD committing to provide semiconductors to Saudi firms. A key aspect of Trump's discussions with Gulf leaders was Iran's nuclear program and its support for proxy groups like Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis. Trump emphasized the urgency of halting Iran's pursuit of nuclear weapons and declared that cooperation is essential before something happens. Following Saudi Arabia, Trump visited Qatar, where he received a ceremonial welcome from Emir Sheikh Tamim Al Thani. The visit highlighted Qatar's role as a key mediator in regional conflicts and underscored the improving U.S.-Qatar relations since the 2017 embargo. The trip also included discussions on peace efforts in Gaza and regional stability. President Trump's Middle East visit signifies a pivotal shift in U.S. foreign policy, moving towards engagement and normalization with Syria and reinforcing alliances with Gulf states. The lifting of sanctions and the potential for Syria to join the Abraham Accords could reshape regional dynamics and influence future diplomatic relations. We're currently looking into the possibility of re-establishing diplomatic relations with Syria's new leadership, starting with my recent meeting with President Ahmed al-Shara. Additionally, Secretary Rubio has met with Syria's foreign minister in Turkey. After detailed discussions with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and President Erdogan of Turkey, including a phone call just now, I've decided to lift all sanctions on Syria. These sanctions were extremely tough and had a major impact on the country. Both leaders strongly agreed that removing them would give Syria a real opportunity to rebuild and move forward. It won't be easy, but this gives them a meaningful chance at progress. It was an honor for me to make this decision. The response has already been overwhelming. We gave a speech last night and the loudest applause came when I announced the end of sanctions. The room was packed, thousands of people, and that part of the announcement got